For your upper body foam rolling sequence, you're going to need two pieces of equipment. The first being some sort of ball. The cross ball works really well. A softball can also work really well. Baseball can be a little bit treacherous. And a tennis ball sometimes works great, but can be a little bit too light depending on the exercise. The other piece of equipment you're going to need is some sort of foam rolling utensil. First exercise in my upper body foam rolling sequence is going to be upper back rolling. So with my upper back, I'm going to stay from T-spine all the way up. We don't want to roll into the lower back. From here, we're going to round so we expose our extensors. And then from here, I'm going to roll all the way up and all the way down, just nice and slow, back and forth like so, making sure I get right in between those shoulder blades, walking it up and down. If I find a spot that I need to hold on to, I just sit there, stay, try and let the tension relieve, and then roll back. You can also roll more to one side, leaning down and in like so, and more to the other side, back and forth. Again, with any foam rolling sequence, you want it to be nice and slow. Find those points of contention and sit there and try and let the tension just release itself. My next foam rolling exercise, it's going to be anterior compartment of our shoulder, a little bit of our chest, where our pecs come and insert as well as our biceps. So I'm going to be down on my knees, and then from here I'm going to lean out. I'm going to have a pivot arm here, and then I'm going to start at the bottom of my, at the top of my elbow, and I'm just going to roll right into the front of my shoulder, and then roll back into the bicep, roll down into the front of the shoulder, and then back. Notice that my thumb is pointing towards the ground as I perform this exercise to help expose my bicep as much as possible. Same thing, if I find an area that needs a little bit of extra work, I'm just going to roll over it nice and slowly. Perform all your rolling on one side, and then switch all your rolling on the other side. For this next sequence, we're going to use a lacrosse ball or whatever ball you have accessible to you. I'm going to roll up and along my tricep. So with my tricep here, I'm going to place the ball somewhere along a wall and then have the ball right in between the middle of my tricep. And then from here, I'm just going to bend down slightly, rolling into the tricep, coming back up nice and slow, rolling down into the tricep, back up nice and slow. You can also bend at the elbow just to expose your tricep muscle a little bit more, rolling in and out, and same with any rolling sequence, just kind of move around, play a little bit, find some different lines, some different angles to target your muscles differently, and any spot where you need, give it a little extra TLC. You can do all your reps on one side and then switch all your reps on the other side. For foam rolling your chest, you're going to grab your ball of choice. You're going to take your arm up, elbow at 90 degrees, and then from here I'm going to place the ball right underneath my clavicle, and I'm going to drive right across my chest and then back. We don't want to go too much into the upper arm here. We just want to stay right on that pec muscle, right through the belly of the muscle as best as we can. And you can push and lean your weight into the pec, especially too if you find a real good trigger point that you want to push out. All of your rolling on one side, all of your rolling on the other side. For the last foam rolling part of this sequence, what we're going to do is right underneath into our lats. So probably my favorite personally, my lats tend to get super tight. So I'm going to roll down and up. Very similar to our tricep, rolling right along the line of our lats, coming down and up like so. And then if you find that spot, just stay there. Push in with your legs a little bit and then release. All you're rolling on one side, all you're rolling on the other side.